The beginner's fitness problem. They come in every January, motivated, determined, ready to change their lives, and almost every one of them makes the same mistake. They think progress requires a 6-day split, 2-hour sessions, and an entire library of exercises. They load the bar too heavy, jump in too fast, and assume more effort equals more results. But the truth is far simpler. Research shows something surprising. Beginners progress fastest not by training more, but by training smarter, and that journey starts with a plan that is simple, repeatable, efficient, and built around only 3 days per week. This documentary breaks down the perfect beginner training blueprint, a program proven by science, trusted by coaches, and refined by decades of strength training experience. Over the next 30 minutes, we explore why 3 days per week is ideal for beginners, how to structure workouts for maximum results, the exact exercises that build full body strength, the science of progression, how recovery determines everything, and how long it takes before real transformation begins. No hype, no fitness myths, just evidence, experience, and clarity. This is the perfect beginner workout plan. 1. Why 3 days per week is perfect for beginners across gyms, laboratories, and strength coaching programs worldwide. One principle appears again and again. Beginners grow the fastest when they do less, not more. The human body needs time to adapt, not just muscles, but joints, ligaments, movement patterns, and the central nervous system. Every rep teaches coordination. Every exercise builds motor control. Every session shapes technique. When beginners train too often, they quickly experience excessive soreness, poor form, mounting fatigue, weak recovery, slow strength gains. This isn't weakness, it's biology. 3 days per week, however, strikes the perfect balance. It provides enough stimulus to grow. The muscles are challenged frequently enough to adapt. Enough recovery to rebuild strength doesn't come from lifting weights. It comes from recovering from lifting weights. Enough frequency to learn movements. Beginners improve fastest by repeating the same foundational patterns. Enough flexibility for real life. 3 days a week allows time for jobs, school, family, and unexpected delays. And most importantly, it builds consistency, the real engine of transformation. 3 days a week isn't a compromise. It's a scientifically optimized starting point, the golden zone where progress accelerates. 2. The perfect weekly layout. Full body A-B rotation. The most effective structure for beginners is a full body A-B system. Instead of splitting workouts by muscle groups, chest day, back day, arm day, the entire body is trained each session. Why? Because beginners improve faster when muscles are stimulated multiple times per week. Scientific reviews consistently show twice per week frequency leads to superior strength and hypertrophy in new lifters. Here's the weekly model. Week 1, Monday, full body. A Wednesday, full body B. Friday, full body a week. 2 Monday, full body B. Wednesday, full body A. Friday, full body B. And the rotation continues. This system offers balanced development, consistent practice, full body strength, reduced overuse injuries, better coordination in compound lifts. Every major muscle group, legs, chest, back, shoulders, core, receives 2 weekly stimuli. It's simple, it's efficient, and it works every time. 3. Exercise selection. Simple, powerful, proven. Beginners don't need 20 exercises per workout. They need the movements that have stood the test of time. The exercises elite coaches rely on to build their athletes from the ground up. The goal: choose the fewest exercises that deliver the greatest results. Below is the optimal layout. Full body a 1. Squat or goblet squat. Trains the quads, glutes, and core. Teaches hip-knee coordination, the foundation of athletic movement. 2. Bench press or push-ups. Strengthens the chest, shoulders, and triceps. Builds upper body pushing power. 3. Row, cable row, or dumbbell row. Develops the upper back and helps balance posture. Essential for shoulder health. 4. Romanian deadlift, RDL. Targets the hamstrings and glutes. Teaches proper hip hinging. Crucial for avoiding lower back injuries. 5. Planks or core work builds trunk stability, the cornerstone of safe lifting. Full body B1. Deadlift, light or hip hinge variation builds raw full body strength. Strengthens the entire posterior chain, glutes, hamstrings, lower back. 2. Incline press or shoulder press builds the upper chest and shoulders. Improves overhead stability. 3. Lat pull down targets the lats and improves vertical pulling strength. a step toward pull-ups. 4. Lunges, improves balance, coordination, and knee stability. 5. Hanging knee raises or core strengthens deep abdominal muscles and improves overall stability. Why these exercises? Because they are multi-joint, beginner-friendly, massively effective, easy to progress, balanced for the entire body. They build the foundation for every future program: strength, mobility, posture, and control. 4. Sets, reps, and the ideal training intensity. One of the most common questions beginners ask is, how many sets should I do? Should I train to failure? Are lighter weights a waste of time? Fortunately, decades of research provide clear and reliable answers that can help you train both safely and effectively. Perform 3 sets per exercise. This amount is proven to deliver enough stimulus for muscle growth and strength without overwhelming the body. As a beginner, your goal is to build consistency, and 3 quality sets strike the perfect balance. Aim for 6 to 12 reps per set. This rep range is considered the gold zone for developing strength and muscle simultaneously. It allows you to use weights that challenge you while still maintaining proper exercise form. Train with 2 to 3 reps in reserve. RIR. RIR simply means stopping each set 2 to 3 reps before complete failure. This approach is backed by strong scientific evidence as the safest and most productive intensity level for beginners. Training to absolute failure may look impressive online, but in reality, it often leads to poor form, increased injury risk, and slower long-term progress. By keeping a small buffer before failure, you set yourself up for better recovery between sessions. Cleaner and more controlled technique, steady strength progression, reduced overall fatigue, fewer injuries and setbacks. For beginners, the goal is not to push your body to its limit every session. Instead, the real key is consistency, showing up, training smart, and allowing your body to grow and adapt. You don't need brutal workouts. You need sustainable habits that build a strong foundation for long-term success. 5. The beginner progression system, the secret to faster gains. The real magic of training lies not in the workout itself, but in progression, doing slightly more over time. The most effective method for beginners is double progression. Here's how it works. Choose a weight, aim for a rep range, 6 to 12. Each week, add 1 to 2 reps. When you hit the top of the range, increase the weight, drop reps back to 6 and repeat. Example, week 1, 3 by 8, week 2, 3 by 10, week 3, 3 by 12. Increase weight, week 4, 3 by 8 with new weight. This cycle ensures constant growth. Beginners often experience weekly strength increases, rapid muscle gain, improved coordination, better technique. It's the most efficient way to progress. Simple, measurable, and reliable. 6. Recovery, the real key to transformation. Most beginners think gains happen in the gym, but scientifically, all progress happens outside the gym. During recovery, recovery determines everything. Strength, energy, performance, muscle growth. Without proper recovery, results stall. No matter how good the program is. The recovery pillars: sleep 7 to 9 hours. Growth hormone, testosterone, muscle repair, all peak during deep sleep. Protein, 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram, the fuel for repairing muscle fibers. Daily movement, 6,000 to 10,000 steps. Reduces soreness, improves blood flow, enhances recovery. Hydration. Every muscle contraction relies on water and electrolytes. Stress management. High stress interferes with recovery hormones and motivation. Lifestyle balance. Constant late nights, alcohol, and poor diet destroy progress. When recovery is optimized, weights feel lighter, workouts feel easier, strength rises quickly, muscles grow noticeably. Recovery isn't optional, it is the program. 7. The biggest beginner mistakes. No matter where you go in the world, trainers see the same challenges repeat among beginners. These mistakes can slow progress, increase frustration, and even lead to injury. Understanding them early will save you months of wasted effort and help you build a strong, sustainable fitness foundation. 1. Doing too many exercises. Many beginners assume that adding more movements means faster growth. In reality, excessive variety often leads to unnecessary fatigue, poor technique, and unfocused workouts. A simple routine with a few effective exercises performed consistently will always outperform a chaotic plan. 2. Lifting too heavy too soon. Trying to lift heavy weights before mastering form is one of the quickest ways to get injured. Ego lifting may feel impressive, but it sacrifices technique and puts stress on joints and ligaments that aren't prepared for the load. Strength comes with time. There's no shortcut. 3. Poor exercise form technique is the foundation of every effective workout. Without proper form, the right muscles don't engage, progress slows, and injury risk skyrockets. Early training should prioritize learning movements correctly before increasing intensity. 4. Not eating enough protein. Muscle cannot grow without adequate building blocks. Protein supports repair, recovery, and overall muscle development. Many beginners underestimate how much they need, which stalls results even if training is consistent. 5. Not getting enough sleep. Sleep is where the body repairs and strengthens muscles. Poor sleep quality or insufficient rest leads to fatigue, reduced performance, slower recovery, and declining motivation. Training hard is pointless without proper recovery. 6. Constantly switching programs. One of the most damaging habits is jumping from routine to routine after just a week or two. This lack of consistency prevents the body from adapting and progressing. A good program only works if you stick with it long enough to see results. 7. Not tracking workouts. Without tracking sets, reps, and weights, it becomes impossible to measure improvement. Progress requires small, consistent increases, and you can't improve what you don't monitor. The biggest mistake of all, training based on feelings, relying on motivation or emotions instead of following a structured plan leads to inconsistency. Motivation fades quickly. Discipline and sticking to a clear, proven system is what creates real, long-term progress. 8. When will results actually show? The beginner timeline. Beginners often underestimate how quickly their body can transform. Here is the scientifically supported timeline. Week 2. Technique improves, movements become smoother. Confidence rises, weights feel more stable. Week 4, strength increases, new neural connections form. Coordination improves, you start lifting heavier. Week 6, muscle changes. Become visible, shoulders appear rounder, arms look firmer, posture improves. Week 12, a noticeable physique shift. Friends comment, clothes fit differently. You see the results clearly. 6 months. A complete transformation. People ask what you're doing. Some assume supplements. Others assume genetics. What changed? Consistency, recovery, progression. The formula is simple, and it works. The perfect beginner plan summarized. And that concludes the perfect beginner workout foundation. 3 days per week, full body A-B rotation. Simple, proven exercises, smart progression, excellent recovery. No unnecessary complexity. It is the most efficient, research-backed method for beginners to build strength, confidence, muscle, and long-term habits. For those wanting more science-based fitness guidance, programs that cut out the noise, the myths, and the confusion. Make sure to subscribe for weekly breakdowns. The path is simple, the results are real, and transformation begins with consistency. This is Fitness Facts and Zero Fluff. See you in the next one.